Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is Saturday. It is December 11th. We are moving through December. Gosh, it goes so fast, Sheila. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Absolutely.
So, today we are going to talk about Christ consciousness and what that means. Um, I just wanted to kind of reiterate this morning for those of you who are joining us and those of you who are seeing this on the replay to really look for this live community because what we do is we really enjoy the participation. We enjoy the questions. We enjoy really interacting with those of you who have the questions about awakening and ascension and 5D consciousness. So I thought this was really a great topic to talk about because we hear about Christ consciousness, we hear about Christ light. And for many people, it sounds good, but what exactly does it mean? And so, Sheila, I know that in your Lightworkers Connection Circle this week, this is one of the things that was the teaching, this is what you spoke about. And so for those of you who don't know, Sheila does do a Lightworkers Connection Circle twice a month that is coming up. And with that, it is just a beautiful community of light workers who get together and we get beautiful teachings from Sheila. And one of the things that I love about the community is not only can we share, especially our personal journeys and get the community that we need, but Sheila, you're leading such a beautiful teaching and really helping us to understand this awakening and ascension process and the light codes and the 24th chromosome and all the things that go into this spiritual journey that we're all on, whether we recognize it or not. So this was just a beautiful, I thought this was just a beautiful topic today to talk about Christ consciousness and what this means for everyone. But before we get there, would you like to talk a little bit about the Lightworkers Connection Circle and when that's coming up soon?
Oh, sure, absolutely. So the Lightworkers Connection Circle is about being in this frequency, this frequency that we have now, and connecting with others and that are like-minded, and then also that have living their lives from positivity and staying out of the fear. So the fear is the biggest thing that's happening right now, and we have such a beautiful ability to connect humanity, and that's what Christ consciousness is all about also. All right. So the
Can you,
teachings,
I was
what?
just going to say, can you tell us what that is? What is Christ consciousness?
Christ consciousness is the energy field. It is about us being love light, shining our love. In other words, our vibrational field. And mostly it's like compassion. How do you send out compassion during this time, during these troubling times? And so it's all, of course, about you first, working on yourself so that you kind of understand that and actually giving the kindness to others, showing love and compassion when so many people are hurting today. Being a light worker also is about sharing your soul's purpose in a way that's not really, condescending or whatever. It's just by your actions. The phrase, actions speak louder than words. Exactly. It comes back from my mother very early, actions speak louder than words and what it is. And this Christ consciousness it's not, a lot of people think it's about Christianity. Right. So Christ is a wonderful mentor that we had. A lot of people follow it, and I also was a Christian for many years. And it's really about the love that's out there, being in the love of the frequency. And how do you do that? How do you do that? Mostly by compassion. All right. And you can show it in so many ways. As a light worker, we live our lives doing that. That's part of our awakening. We realize that there's something different. It's our soul's purpose. What's going on? With the Lightworkers Connection, I try to always pick topics that we can relate to and really to bring it back center of who you are and how you're living your life. And this past Tuesday, which I am just so grateful, I actually gave a beautiful gift to my circle. And it was actually a meditation by Dr. John Ryan. Now, Dr. John Ryan is a doctor in Ottawa, and he's also the founder of Unity Field Healing, which is exactly one of the modalities that I do. That's beyond IET. And Unity Field Healing is about that 24th chromosome that we talk about it, and how do you tap into it? And during this time of ascension, we are so needed to be in that frequency. So this meditation was a group meditation that only practitioners have that we can give and share with the world. And so I actually played it for my group. And at the end of it, it's a beautiful song called "A 100,000 Angels by Your Side." Now, I'm the angel lady. We all know that. And angels are higher frequency, is that basically messengers of God. And most religions accept angels, but it's really the frequency. So with this being a light worker, I thought it was a beautiful gift in December, because we just had the beautiful halo solar eclipse. And what is a halo? It's more like divine, feeling like above, but it's really about the love and compassion that you have today and how you can use it in your life, especially during December. December, it's love and giving. It's all about love, and people share it in all different ways. And it's real. It's compassion for mankind. Stay in that mindset of compassion. So Cynthia, yes, compassion can change mankind. Yes, compassionate action. That's what actions speak louder than words. So, yeah.
No, I was just going to say, Sheila, some people are going to watch this and be like, well, I don't want people to think we're naive, that, that compassion is difficult, that sometimes we have situations going on in our lives that it's hard to be compassionate. So when you're finding that you're struggling with being compassionate, and, one of the things that I've come to recently in the recent year is that whatever's going on within us is what's manifesting on the outside of us. And so how do we be more compassionate to ourselves as we move forward? Because we struggle. We are having a human experience where things don't always go the way we want them to go. And, sometimes we have outside forces in our lives that are really horrible. So when you say pick compassionate action, is there like things that we could do that would help us to be able to get into compassion, especially if that's not what we're feeling?
Exactly. It's about going within yourself, take the time, personal care, spiritual care. And it's not being selfish. It's about self-care. And as you start to work on yourself, take the time to make you a priority. In other words, take the time to meditate if you're into meditation, or just sit in the presence, which we talk a lot about, SIP, sit in the presence, connect with the higher divine consciousness, your soul inside, your ability to be able to do that. So it's all about changing yourself first, and this is what we like to talk about how do you live in this ascension time? What does that mean? Ascension time. And it's about us changing, and it's about our programming that we have inside of us. We have old programs of what we've learned, and this is the time now that we can change those programmings, and we can do different, and showing compassionate action is a wonderful way of doing it. Compassion for yourself. Take it when you're tired. Take the time to rest. When you need more, fuel, get the right food for your body. Stay connected to the right people, the people that are in the same frequency. In other words, same mindset. Just like the people that are watching this today, And many people are craving that. They're realizing that the things that they've always done isn't working, And that's the old programming. It's like you have to change. And a lot of people are fearful of change, and that's what the fear is all about. So you have to take the action. You have to take the responsibility and take the action to change yourself and to do loving things, Melissa, we were talking about this being a difficult week, no rest, not getting rest. All right. Last weekend was the actual new moon, it was a solar eclipse, the halo solar eclipse. And that frequency, the Sagittarius frequency, really changed a lot of us. Mm-hmm. And it's like, whoa, what is happening? That's so evident of the different consciousness, Christ consciousness, right? Energy that's out there and how it's affecting each and every one of us. So be kind, take care of yourself, get the rest, halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. And that's one of the recovery stuff years ago. Are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Are you tired? You need to address those things. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. And, that's really what I've been doing this week is taking care of myself rest wise. I know this is a really can be a crazy time of year for people as we come closer to the holiday season for whatever holiday that you celebrate. But we get kind of caught up in the, we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to take care of that. And I love that we're talking about, compassionate action and Christ consciousness today, because sometimes the best thing you can do is take care of yourself. And that's really what you can do that's going to have the most impact on your situation, whatever your situation is.
Yeah, absolutely. Cynthia, I just read your thing. You're right. I realized that when we started filming. I was going to say that. I said, no, I got to wait. I can't read it. Hey, we got the same color on. Yeah, we are. We're really, and it's like, this is what Spirit told me to wear today. So yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, Kathy. We got
Kathy. Welcome, honey. Welcome. Yeah, Kathy is from Virginia, and so I'm so excited that she's here today. And Cynthia from the West Coast, welcome. I know it's probably really early there for you, so thank you for getting up and joining us. But these energies are a lot, and you talked about the halo, and I know that this energy with this eclipse, this was a lot, and it had to do with the frequency like being raised kind of fast, like kind of a lot.
And it's going to continue. It's continue. And you know what? And another reason why I put John's meditation for last Tuesday is that we are going, to 2022 is going to be amazing. But this frequency that we have now is going to continue. And that's where people don't understand it. That's why we're here to show them.
No, I totally agree, because when I did, for those of you who don't know, I do have a YouTube channel, and on there is a monthly energy forecast for December. And it was so different than the energy forecast of the previous 11 months. But what it really felt like, Sheila, when I got into that energy of December, it was very different. And it was almost a foreshadowing of what is to come. And so I really feel like what we're going through right now is just preparing us and showing us what we're going to be going through for the next at least 12 months, beyond, but at least the next 12 months. So the shifts and the changes that you have felt, what I recognized with this eclipse, the Sagittarius eclipse, was that it shut a door, firmly shut a door for many of us on situations, relationships, and just our own who we are inside. It really shut that and said, okay, that's over. That's gone. Yes. You're not that person anymore. And so now as December rolls on and 2022 comes in, we are going to be feeling much different. And so these light codes that are coming in, this Christ consciousness that we're feeling, it is raising our vibrational frequency a lot. And so taking care of yourself, doing the self-care is so important. But really what I would invite you all to do is to sit down with yourself and maybe light a candle, get a cup of tea, but get a journal and really write down, what are the things that I feel are really moving out of my life? What are the things that no longer bother me, no longer trigger me, no longer make me feel a type of way, because it comes up and I'm like, meh, I'm over it. I'm through it. Because I think what you're going to understand or recognize is it's more than one thing. And they're big things. They're big things that have been on your back or weighing you down in a way that you couldn't make the moves you needed to make before. And now that we've had this energy shift, it's like things are going to start speeding up. And I feel like December is like, it's like we're at the starting line and we can feel things about to come, and then we're going to be taking off. So it's very much energy that is moving us forward. And so if you're feeling like you're someone that's feeling uncomfortable or maybe a little scared, that's when it's important to do the sip. That's when it's important to do the meditating. That's when it's important to listen to those guided meditations from people with higher frequencies to help you know that you're not alone. So good morning, Karen. Good morning, Johanna. Good morning, Thomas. Welcome, everyone. So yeah, 2022 is going to be big energy. And so understanding what Christ consciousness is, this field is, this energy is going to be really important to help you understand that things have shifted, will continue to shift. It's all positive. It's all positive. Exactly. So Thomas says, I just told myself this morning I need to journal
every single day.
Every single day. Then I came in the exact moment. Plus, I just did a live before this and said I have to journal the plan I shared with it.
Consciousness is in the consciousness field. We know that. That's how it works. We've talked about this for the past year. We're all in it. We're all feeling it. And that's the Christ consciousness. There's so much to it. There's so much to it, you know. And
if you had to break it down, Sheila, for someone like who keeps hearing us say this, but they're not exactly sure what it means, just to kind of reiterate for those that are just joining us now and kind of missed maybe the beginning, if you had to like break it down to simple terms, what would you describe it as?
Love.
Oh.
Always love. Love and compassion, right?
Yeah.
Love and compassion. So just like when I do heart math, heart math is about connecting your heart and your brain, and you do it with emotions, and it's usually the emotions, appreciation, joy, things that you love, things that you remember, and the loving things, it's not about connecting with the bad stuff and the old programming and all this stuff. It's about coming from inside your soul, your love, and bring those feelings out. So as I've always shared and taught, it's either love or fear. You have two choices. And love is so powerful. And that is what the frequency of Christ consciousness is. It's about love and about bringing it forward in a very simple way. Compassion action, do the smile, send that beautiful energy out to somebody that really needs it. And, get out of your comfort zone, and you say, give it away to keep it. When you get out of that comfort zone and do something for somebody else, you feel better about yourself. And it's really, and when you talk about Christian terms, why did Christ come? Why did Muhammad come? Why did the Buddha come? Why? These are all about sharing the love of compassion and the frequency of love. So when we talk about frequency and the change that's happening now, that's what they're feeling, this emotional frequency change, and it's affecting our body. So now we have the opportunity to share the love in this Christ consciousness forever, not just now, but forever.
No, and that's the big shift. That's the big shift that we're feeling. So we're coming out of this very competitive, very individual, selfish energy, and we're coming into this co-creative cooperation, this compassionate love energy that really does have a lot of people going, am I going to be safe? Am I going to be okay? Because they're feeling it in a way that if you're not careful, it could make you very fearful. It could make you kind of hiding in your home and being very isolated because it's uncomfortable and it feels so different. So it's so important to embrace what you're feeling. And I think that, one of the reasons that I'm being, bringing you this idea of journaling is because you can see your evolution. You can see the process when you write it down, and you can see that this new energy is actually bringing you so many blessings. It is bringing you so many connections. It is bringing you so many resources and support in a way that you've never had that before, because we're coming out of the selfishness. We're coming out of the isolation. We're coming out of the competition with one another. And now we're coming into connection. And for many people, that'll be like, don't know about this.
That's what it all is. It's about the connection of the heart center. Adironda told me one time, many times, that I'm a heart activator. I activate people's hearts, and that is, and heart is love, right? When you think of your heart, it's awesome how it's all connected. And until we make the connection in ourselves, our heart center in ourselves, do the journaling, doing the work, you start to change your vibration. You start to change. And then that's when you can show the compassion. Thank you, Thomas. Yes, everything is love. You see the point? Absolutely. Yes, love does make the world go around, Cynthia. You're absolutely right. Isn't it so true? Isn't it so true? The older we get, the wiser we get, don't you think? The older we get, and then those things pop into our head. They go, and like the lessons that your parents give. I always say, the older I get, the wiser my parents become. I remember, actions speak louder than the world. And yes, love makes the world go around. Thank you, Cynthia. I love that.
Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning. Welcome. Yeah. And Yeah.
It's all about love. And
And love yourself. Start with loving yourself, especially forgiving yourself for anything that you're holding on to that no longer serves you, forgiving yourself for any past mistakes or choices and decisions that you made at the time that you made them. Because you know, uh, Maya Angelou says, you do better, when you know better, you do better. And you didn't know better then, but you do now. So now it's okay to forgive yourself, that version of yourself that made the choices and decisions when they did. Because loving yourself and being compassionate to yourself first is so important, because then you are able to share it. Then you are able to go out and affect the change in your circumstance that you really, really desire. And that's what I'm feeling we're doing, we're in the process of, it's coming, and we're just going to keep staying on this road. This road isn't going anywhere. We're on the cusp of this monumental change that is going to start happening for everyone, not just light workers. And so there is going to be a lot of uncomfortableness out there. And as we ascend, as we evolve, we are going to be able to be the way showers and the helpers, especially to the family and friends who don't understand what's going on, but boy, do they know something's up.
Yes, we definitely are the way showers. And a lot of people say, what is that? We are the way showers, or the way showers, whatever you want, however you want to say it. And when you say shower, think of the rays of love coming down. There's that halo effect again in the Christ consciousness. Love, way showers. You're showing and you're showering them with love. Be the way showers during this time. Show the love that's out there. And first, it's about you. Bring the love light from yourself out, and all will see.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Sheila. That is so beautiful. So yes. Start with yourself. Start with yourself. Start with your own forgiveness. Start with your own self-love. And from there, it just radiates. It just radiates.
Yeah.
And so I know that, Sheila, this has been your new mission, or your old mission getting revamped, but you've been on this mission for a long time. And now you're starting to put some real beautiful support systems in place for those of us who are struggling or who are needing the support. So I just wanted you to talk a little bit about that, because I know that, many moons ago now, when I found you with the Lightworkers Connection Circle, that was such a saving grace for me, needing connection and a tribe. And now you're expanding out. So I know that you've got the Lightworkers Connection Circle twice a month now. If you want to talk a little bit about what that is and when that is, because I know it's coming up. And then I really, really would like you to talk about your inner circle, because I think that is going to be such beautiful support for people who are just starting on their journey and will need support over the next few years.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you're absolutely right. So my inner circle is a new membership program that I have. And you can actually find it on my website. My website's been recently redesigned, so it's a lot easier to maneuver through. And my inner circle is featured a membership program that you can join for $14.99 a month, and that's forever that price. And that is where you can be in contact with all the teachings that I've done, a lot of the meditations. Matter of fact, Tuesday night's meditation from John is on there, and also the beautiful song. And the first time I heard that song, I wept like a baby. Like a baby. I really did. And so I play that often. And with this frequency that's out here, that's one way for us to stay connected. So the inner circle have many things, my channeling, my meditations, my energy exchange. That's one of the most profound thing that we do as light workers. We send the energy out. I just feel vibrating in my hand right now when I'm talking about it. So Melissa and I, we've been doing these videos for a little while, and a lot of this stuff is on YouTube. All right. It is on YouTube, but there's also this stuff from the Lightworkers where it's a private community because it's a support system. However, on the inner circle, it is the highlights of it, the teachings of it. And you can go back and listen to that, especially the people that can't join us. It's a free event, but a lot of us can't get to it. So this way you can tap into it anytime, and the inner circle will be growing and growing. And there's a lot of new stuff coming up in next year, and I'm very excited about that. Can't tell you about that now, but I will tell you that it is fun. A lot of good stuff. Yes.
So Sheila, let me ask you this about your inner circle. Is it just like a video library, or will you be actually going in and holding teachings and live events?
All of the above. All of the above.
Okay.
So it's just starting. All right. So it's just starting. We're starting, with the videos and also the teachings that we have, but there's a lot more stuff coming through. I can't tell you right now.
Okay.
A lot of stuff coming on.
So Lightworkers Connection Circle, so Lightworkers Connection Circle is free. That is 2 times a month. So Sheila, talk a little bit on that for people who may watch this on the replay and really have never seen you before or know what the Lightworkers Connection Circle is.
Okay, so my circles are about being real. All right, so we're being raw. We talk about emotions, we talk about resentments, we talk about how do you live a life as a light worker. And how do you stay in the positive frequency? That is what it's all about. That's what the Star Mothers told me to start back in April of 2020. But it's about a community of like-minded people to live in this transitional time. And it's a supportive group, right? Also, I also have the Lemurian Sisterhood. All right, so that is also going to be some of the stuff on my inner circle. So you will get the teachings of that, and also my channeling the Star Mothers, or all the stuff that I do there. It is profound, all the stuff that's coming through. The inner circle is going to be, it's a membership. Let's come together, and it's going to be a lot like, supporting one another in a profound way that you've never realized that was out there. Like Thomas says he heard about Tuesday night's meditation, you can go to the inner circle. It's on there now. I already put it under my team of helpers that I have. Actually, we got that going. So go to my website, SheilaChillick.com, and go to the inner circle and check it all out. And give me some feedback too on my new design on my website. So it's a lot easier to actually maneuver and to find things in it. So as I said, 2022 is going to be amazing, people. So many things are happening to each and every one of us.
No, it's so true. And if you're someone that's just joining us and just finding us, or you're someone that's on a path and you're not sure what the path is, or you're looking for some help, or you're someone who's maybe further down the road on the path and you're really looking to step into your gifts, I do have 2 classes coming up in the spring. In March, the whole month of March, we're going to do the Evidentiary Mediumship course, which is really designed for those of you who are ready to step into your mediumship and start giving evidential medium sessions. Those of you who really want to share spirit and help loved ones understand and receive messages from their crossed over loved ones. So that's all beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to that. And then in April and May, if you're really someone who knows that you are feeling spirit, knowing spirit, hearing spirit, not sure what to do with that, you're really kind of at the beginning of the journey, I would absolutely invite you to take the Intuitive Guidance course, because that is all about really connecting with your gifts in a way that you can start to trust and act on them for yourself, and then share them if you want to. And we do use cards, and I do show you how to do card sessions if you're someone who wants to share your gift through the modality of a tool. So that is there. We're looking forward to it. I've actually been playing with both of the informational pieces of the classes, and I'm here to tell you guys, just so you know, the informational piece is big. I do give you a lot of information, but I also give you the recordings of the classes, because there are going to be things that I share with you in those classes at the time that I share them in the class won't resonate with you all that much, but down the road they may. So you'll have that recording to go back to and say, I think she touched on this. I think she talked about this. And then you can go back and refer to it, because what I'm giving you in both those classes is the foundation. And from that foundational place, you can then build and grow and evolve. But I'm really excited to bring both of those classes to you this year. Really excited. And then if you want to work with me, of course, go to guidance311.com, where right now I do have 25% off all my services. And there is a gift card there that if you wanted to give Spirit as a gift, you could do that. And I do all the work for you. Once you grab the gift card, it actually emails the present to your friend or to your loved one. So it's all there. We are here for you. We are here for you in whatever way we can be. It's beautiful, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about this year coming up, Sheila, for you. I'm excited for myself, but most of guys, I'm excited for you, because here you go. It is time. You are ready, and the energies are going to support you. And so no fear. It is about Christ consciousness, knowing that you can be compassionate and that you are not seen as weak, that your compassion, your love is the universal strength that is out there for all of us. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Every day.